right, good evening, everyone. We are going to start tonight's program, and we thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for joining us at the 12th annual Playing for the Cure Brainstormin, presented by Yale New Haven Health at Smilo Cancer Hospital. Let's hear for them. My name is Katie Trainer. I am the secretary of the CTBTA and one of the event chairs for tonight's event. We are so grateful that you all came out to support this event and the Connecticut Brain Tumor Alliance, so thank you for being here. As you just saw, we also just took a board picture. We have a very active board that supports everything that Connecticut Brain Tumor Alliance does. So thank you so much to every single board member who is also in attendance tonight. Thank you. You're in for a truly amazing evening. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce our friend Lisa Carberg of WTNH Channel 8 as tonight's MC. Thank you for being here.
Oh, of course. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. This is my third year, and I think I've shared with some of you, I never knew about brain health until my mom had a stroke 3 years ago. She's doing fine, living on her own, driving. But then that opened up that world. I had a high school friend whose father died of glioblastoma, and I anchor the 10 o'clock news on WCTX and 11 o'clock on WTNH every night, and I do medical reporting. And I'm constantly looking at all the research that's going on about glioblastoma. I know it's one of many kinds of brain tumors, but it's such a mystery, and it's fascinating to follow some of the research. So thanks to you for being here for events like this. You can make a difference in other people's lives, and what a resource this organization is. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. It takes support from all community partners, and we'd like to go over some of our sponsors who we couldn't do this without. The Brainstormin sponsors. Legacy sponsor, Yale New Haven Health at Smilo Cancer Hospital. Platinum sponsor, Survey Pharmaceuticals. Gold sponsors, Liberty Bank, Mitchell Auto Group, Sally's Pizza. And then silver sponsors, Hartford Healthcare Cancer Institute, the Rice Family. Bronze sponsors, St. Francis Hospital, East River Energy, Jefferson Radiology, Edge Technology Services, Webster Bank, Brad and Lisa Stump, and lighting and sound from Parkville Sounds. Photo booth sponsor, Byrne. Community sponsors, Unitas Club, Hart Volkswagen of Meriden, Carter Mario Law Firm, Murphy Distributors, Almac Motors, Robert and Annette Spillane, the Gibson family, Laticrete International, Haller and Sage, Sullivan Financial Group, Jonathan Perkins Injury Lawyers, Calculate, Reynolds Strategy Group, Nexa Financial Group, MedTel, and of course our host, New England Brewing Company, which is wonderful to us always. A big thank you to all of our sponsors. They deserve that applause. We would also like to remind everyone to take a look at the raffle items tonight. There are some really great prizes to win. Information sheets are on the tables throughout the brewery. And to participate, you can also text, get rid of your text if you want this on your phone, CTBTA25, and you text that to 33100. Let me smile for Dan. I just get caught with my mouth open or something. Again, text CTBTA25 to 33100. That'll have the raffle sent directly to your phone, so you can also scan the QR codes that are around here, right on the raffle page. That'll bring you to that, where you can start purchasing your entries, that is. The raffle will close at 9 o'clock. There's also a 50-50 raffle that closes a bit earlier at 9, so be sure to purchase your entries at the merch table before then. We also encourage you to donate tonight. Every dollar raised goes directly toward helping the CTBTA continue to make a difference in the lives of brain tumor patients and caregivers. I've heard that this event has done really well, and donations tonight could really push it over the top. There's a very generous crowd here. You can donate via QR code, or you can head to the merch table to donate cash or check. And now I have the pleasure of introducing CTBTA CEO Chris Casano, and I want to tell you a little bit about him. He's the CEO of the Connecticut Brain Tumor Alliance. After serving years as a volunteer and then as a board president, he joined the staff in 2018. Look where it's come, it's amazing. Like most leaders, Chris's commitment to the organization is both personal and professional. During his first year of law school, he was diagnosed with a central neurocytoma, a benign brain tumor. After 5 surgeries and 1 stereotactic radiosurgery, he has made a full recovery. Along with his family, Chris began this event in 2014 to support medical research for brain tumors with the goal of making advancements after finding the cure. Chris worked for many years at a private law firm before making the transition to the nonprofit sector and then ultimately the CTBTA. Chris, please come up.
Hello and welcome everyone to the 12th annual Playing for the Cure Brainstormin. I say it every year, but it is truly remarkable to see so many people come out and support this cause and for the love and support that you give to us. So please take another moment and give yourselves a round of applause. Your contributions here tonight allow us to provide critical patient assistance, research funds, patient outreach support, and of course, Brain Tumor Center support. Thank you to my family for your tremendous support over all the years. 17 years since my diagnosis and 12 years doing this. I cannot do this without you, so thank you. Thank you as well to all the board members for allowing me for welcoming me into your family and allowing me to be a board member and now your staff member. I'm truly grateful. To our sponsor, Yale New Haven Health, for your tremendous support and all your commitment to the patients and families. Thank you. And of course, to the brain tumor community. You guys are tremendous, and I do this because I love all of you. And lastly, to New England Brewing Company, thank you for allowing us to do this here tonight. Your graciousness and allowing us to take over your venue tonight means a lot to us. And of course, thank you to our incredible musician, Gab Lakshmi and Tommy Weeks. Woo. So as I mentioned, it's been 17 years since my diagnosis, and that number alone blows my mind. Some days it feels like just yesterday. That's a lie. Many days it feels just yesterday. I remember the moment, and I remember everything about it, but I've learned so much about myself and life and what's truly important, and it's because of all of you. So thank you for allowing me and to do this and to be an advocate for each of you. My favorite quote, and for each of the patients here tonight, is adversity. You cannot direct the wind, but you can adjust the sails. And that's guided me through many, many chapters of my life, and I hope that sticks with you tonight. Since inception, this event has raised over $700,000 for the brain tumor community. In year 1, we have very little expectations, and we raised a little over $10,000. And here we are 12 years later. Thank you to each of you, and really to Dr. Pietmeyer, my surgeon, for his commitment and belief in this event, and for allowing us to name the event and doing what we were able to do all these years later. It's no longer about me, but it's about each of you, and I'm grateful to be here to support all of you and thanking you to be here tonight. The patients and families that we serve, you're all amazing, and we could not do this without you. Since inception, the Connecticut Brain Tumor Alliance has granted out over $2 million to the various Connecticut hospitals to support patient assistance, research, education, and patient outreach. This year was an amazing year. Our Path of Hope was the most successful yet. And then later in May, we had an amazing event day at the state capitol and had really a breakthrough moment. We were able to successfully, for the first time ever, and since one of the few states to do so, get recognized for Connecticut Brain Tumor Awareness Month. And that was a huge, huge accomplishment for us. And it's because of each of you and your advocacy for allowing us to do that. So thank you, and give yourselves a round of applause, because we couldn't have done it without you. All of us here tonight have one uncommon thing in common, and that's a brain tumor diagnosis. None of us wanted it, none of us raised our hand to have this happen to us, but we're all here and we're better and stronger because of it. Tonight we're honoring one of our amazing, amazing caregivers, Mary Ellen Holden, 2 patients nominated by Dr. Malviterno, and all of our honorees, past honorees in the Garden of Courage. And you can also purchase lanterns in the garden for $20, and you can write your why and who on it, and we hope that you'll support us. Our fight goes on, not just on my behalf, but on behalf of all of us. On behalf of the board of directors, my family, the patients, survivors, and the caregivers in this community. So thank you for being here. if you could, please raise your glass with me and let's give a toast to this amazing community. Cheers. It is now my privilege to, I guess, introduce my better half, as I would say, my wife, Ashley Casano, but also my caregiver.
Well, hello. He is correct. I am the better half. Usually you'll find me the quiet one sitting right about there with the beer in my hand, but tonight you get to hear from me. We're gonna twist the tables a little bit and talk about caregivers. We've all heard the amazing stories of our brave brain tumor patients. But sometimes we don't really focus on the caregivers in our lives, and that's something I kind of want to talk about to you tonight. So as you know, I am Chris Casano's wife. Chris and I met during our first year of law school. Fast friends, things did not take a romantic turn until the end of that year. Chris had been experiencing double vision and severe headaches throughout our first year, popping Advil constantly. Always having terrible eyesight, and considering the grueling nature of law school, the headaches were easily explainable. Long story short, that summer those headaches led to a diagnosis of a large neurocytoma and emergency surgery. Chris's family, all over here, were his incredible caregivers that summer after his initial surgery. He woke up unable to formulate full sentences and experienced weakness throughout his body. Now imagine this. Imagine a doctor telling you that your son, who just completed his first year of law school and was a talented piano player, may never again have the cognitive ability beyond a second grader. Imagine him bringing home elementary school level worksheets from his therapy sessions. Imagine being told that he was suffering from a severe post-surgery infection that could be fatal and to say your goodbyes. That's exactly what Chris's family was faced with that summer. This is the incredible level of stress a caregiver faces during this diagnosis. After insertion of a shunt, Chris made an unimaginable and certainly unpredicted recovery. His story wasn't over quite yet, though. After graduating law school, moving in together, and later marrying, I took on the role as his primary caregiver during the additional surgeries he faced, including a shunt replacement, gamma knife surgery, and a final craniotomy to remove the last piece of tumor that remained. While his family certainly had the hardest job, I can also attest to the toll that this disease has. Caregiving is a life of stress, medical stress, ensuring medicines are taken appropriately, keeping track of multiple doctor's appointments, not knowing if a behavior is a symptom of something more or if an ER trip is needed. I cannot tell you the amount of times that Chris has mispronounced a word or tripped over himself, and I immediately panic that a seizure is impending or his shunt is malfunctioning. There's financial stress. Not only are the costs of medical care astronomical, but your loved one may no longer be able to work, leaving the financial burden of everyday expenses on the caregiver and leading to impossible decisions such as whether to pay for the mortgage or for life-saving prescriptions. Emotional well-being. Your mental health is always under attack. Fretting over test results and always wondering what the next day will bring. The thoughts of whether treatment is working is always on the back of your mind. Will my loved one ever get better? Caregiving is a life of constant advocacy. A caregiver is on the front line of ensuring their loved one is receiving the best care possible. Most of us do not hold a medical background, and suddenly you are thrusted into a world where you must question whether a second opinion is needed, which treatment is the right option. You're on the phone with the insurance company fighting for the coverage you've paid for. Caregiving is a life of grief, and not necessarily in the traditional sense. It's grief for the loss of carefree days, going for dinner with friends. It's longing for worrying about silly things like a car repair or a work deadline. In short, caregiving is being brave in the face of uncertainty. And for those lucky enough to beat this diagnosis, the stress unfortunately does not end there. It stays with you for a lifetime as you endure annual testing and concerns that it could happen all over again. But it's not all bad. The selfless act of caregiving for a loved one during their time of need is an absolute blessing and an honor. Who doesn't want to look back on their life and know that they helped the people they love the most the best they could? No one asks for this diagnosis, but there's a silver lining in that you gain an unexpected community and forever friends with people from all walks of life you never would have met otherwise. Just look around you tonight. So what can you do for the caregivers you know? If they can manage, get them out of the damn house. Take them for lunch, get them a drink, go to a movie. Ask about them first. It's not only natural to ask how the patient is doing, but asking about the caregiver's well-being first will really touch them. Caregivers are likely burnt out. Bring a meal to their family or coordinate a meal train with friends. Make specific offers to help, like running an errand for them, picking up the kids from school. Taking even just one task off their plate can lift a burden. Talk to them about anything but the diagnosis. Ask them about the latest episode of White Lotus, how their kids are doing in school. Sometimes all a caregiver needs is to feel a sense of normalcy, even for just 1 minute. And if they do volunteer information about the diagnosis, don't show pity. They're not looking for that. Just listen and actively listen. Allow them the opportunity to vent. From the bottom of my heart, I truly thank you all for attending tonight. The CTBTA funds critical research to hopefully one day eradicate this disease. But also, one of my favorite aspects of the CTBTA is its Patient Assistance Funds Program, which allows for hospitals to provide funds to patients and their caregivers who demonstrate financial hardship, whether that be to assist with mortgage payments, medical bills, or even groceries. Remember that every dollar you spent tonight will reduce the stress patients and their caregivers face. Every penny allows a caregiver to focus on what truly matters. Every cent turns a life of stress, advocacy, and grief into a life of love, a life of hope, and a life worth living. Thank you.
Told you she was my better half. So in the theme of a caregiver, it is now our honor to introduce Mary Ellen Holden, whose strength, compassion, and unwavering love defined her role as the primary caregiver to her husband Kevin during the 23 weeks during his glioblastoma diagnosis and his passing. During that time, Mary Ellen became the advocate, his organizer, and his cheerleader. She took meticulous notes at every appointment, managed his medications, and rallied him through moments of disappointment and frustration. She drove him, often with her children and relatives by her side, to appointments, and more importantly, for vanilla milkshakes, and the simple joys that brought comfort along the way. She also carried the weight of difficult decisions, but with courage and grace, she made space for laughter, for visits with friends, and for moments of peace. And when Kevin decided it was time to go, she honored his wishes with profound love, selflessness, and ensuring him that in his final hours that the family will be just fine. Mary Ellen's story is one of resilience, devotion, quiet strength in the face of heartbreak. Today, we recognize and celebrate her extraordinary caregiving and the deep love she continues to carry forward. Please welcome Mary Ellen Holden.
Oh, thank you. The lovely. Oh, an award. Of course.
Wow, what an evening this is. It is now my honor to welcome Dr. Jennifer Moliterno to the stage. She is here tonight to present the Courage Awards, recognizing individuals whose strength and resilience inspire us all. Dr. Moliterno is a board-certified, fellowship-trained neurosurgeon specialized in the surgical treatment of all types of primary brain tumors. She performs, get this, the highest volume of brain tumor surgery in the state of Connecticut and routinely cares for patients seeking second or third opinions from afar. Dr. Moliterno serves as the clinical director for the Schenevert Family Brain Tumor Center and the chief of neurosurgical oncology at the Department of Neurosurgery. She is also the director of the Multidisciplinary Brain Tumor Board and Precision Brain Tumor Board and the director for the Neurosurgical Oncology Fellowship Program. She serves as the chair of the Lovemark Foundation Fund at Smilo Cancer Hospital, aimed at providing support for patients with brain tumors. Dr. Moliterno's research interests parallel that of her clinical practice with a bench-to-bedside approach. She is beyond the focus of the clinical implications of the genomics of brain tumors. We're so honored to have Dr. Moliterno with us tonight. Please help us welcome her to the stage.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here another year. It's so amazing, the CTPTA and the support that the CTPTA has given us. So really a round of applause for all of you, and Chris especially. I can tell you, we see firsthand what you guys are supporting, our patients and caregivers. That was such a beautiful better half speech. But really true, what our patients go through, what their families go through, their caregivers go through, and everything from this event supports them and we see that. I really need to recognize my team. It's not easy, of course, taking care of patients with brain tumors. It's very challenging, of course, and emotional for us as well. And so I am so fortunate to have the most amazing team, a lot of whom are here tonight. Our nurses, Kelly especially, who's here, our residents, and our fellows. So a round of applause for all of them who are back over there. Our other brain tumor doctors and surgeons and ICU doctors and pathologists, radiologists, they're all super specialized for caring with people with brain tumors. In the operating room, our operating room staff, our neurophysiologists, our administrators and coordinators who help us get into the operating room when we need it are here tonight. And of course, our chair of neurosurgery, who's also a very personal support to me and my son. But it really is thanks to you and thanks to the CTPTA. So it's really an honor to be here and a privilege to be able to present the Courage Awards.
Okay, every individual facing a brain tumor shows extraordinary strength, and each deserves to be celebrated, while a diagnosis can bring fear and uncertainty, as we've heard. It also reveals incredible resilience, hope, and unwavering love of families and friends who walk beside them. Today, together, they embody courage and inspire us all. And while we wish we could acknowledge every one of our patients here individually, because all are deserving at the attention and hope, these two special individuals can be a representative of all of our friends who face similar challenges each and every day. All of our Courage Award recipients have extraordinary strength and courage, and what I imagine will be the most challenging times of their lives. Here is to them and every other patient, perhaps not mentioned, but always thought of. I now have the privilege of introducing this year's June Rice Courage honorees. Our first June Rice Courage Award recipient, Namie Abbott, is halfway through her college semester when she learned she had a brain tumor. The news brought fear and uncertainty, but also revealed the incredible strength of her support system. From her auntie in Canada who stood by her and supported her through surgery, to her father, friends, and extended family who kept her grounded and uplifted. On May 29th, Naima faced surgery with courage and resilience. That wasn't too long ago, drawing on the love and encouragement of those around her. Tonight we recognize Naima not only for her bravery in navigating this journey, but also for the grace and gratitude she carries with her. Please join me in honoring the Courage Award recipient, Naima Abbott. Congratulations, Naima. Come on up, please. Our second June Rice Courage Award is Julie Murtaugh. Julie's journey began in May of 2020 when an incidental finding revealed she had meningioma. Like anyone hearing the words brain tumor, the news was shocking and life-changing. For years, Julie lived with regular MRIs, adjusting to this new reality. In June of 2024, her tumor grew and she required surgery, a challenge she met with courage and careful preparation. Supported by Dr. Militerno, her medical team, and the Connecticut Brain Tumor Alliance, since her craniotomy on just May 28th, Julie has faced many twists and turns in her recent recovery, from inpatient stays to ongoing outpatient care. But she continues to heal and grow strong every day with the support of her doctors, therapists, friends, and family. Julie has shown remarkable resilience, embodying the courage and determination that inspire us all. Congratulations, Julie. Dr. Militerno will now give Julie the award.
You're welcome.
I hide it.
I'd like to thank all of our honorees as well as their families, caretakers, and friends for being here tonight. We truly are stronger.